Hi everyone, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing another 12x12 layout for the Confessions of a Paper Addict Cutfiles design team, and I'm using this super awesome jack-o'-lantern cut file. As you can see, I've cut it out of black cardstock, and I'm using this photo of my son at Halloween last year. You can see he's sitting with the little jack-o'-lantern there. We were actually at our local shops doing a trick-or-treating sort of event, and they had a little station set up and decorated, so this was one of them. And as you can see from the photo, he is absolutely thrilled. This is one of our favourite holidays. So I'm going to start backing my cut file with this bright orange paper, because it's pumpkin, obviously. It's from Kaisercraft. I couldn't tell you the collection off the top of my head, but it's an old collection, I know. I just like the colour of it, so I don't have any specific Halloween collections. I just have a few embellishments and stickers, and I've just pulled in papers that kind of match my colour scheme. So I backed all that. My camera unfortunately cut out me backing any more of the cut file and cut out me adding all the foam, but it's just normal adhesive foam that you would find in the craft section of a craft store. And then I backed everything except the eyes and the mouth and the nose, and you can see I put the paper for those on the back of the foam, so it sort of recesses it. It just adds another layer of dimension and shadow, so it looks like the pumpkin is actually 3D. It's a really cool effect. I've done that before. I think I did it with the cottage cut file. Yeah, I really like that effect. So now I am going ahead and trimming my photo down. I was really struggling with this, whether to trim off his feet, but the shoes he was wearing were kind of, they weren't part of his costume, and they were kind of a bit shabby, so I didn't mind. They were like his outdoor play shoes, so I didn't mind cutting those off. Just deciding on a background paper here. I thought about the green, but I actually want to save that for the Halloween previous to this one, because he was dressed up as a dinosaur, so the green, yeah, kind of want to save it for that. And I really liked how the yellow popped against the purple, so he's got yellow in his vest, and there's yellow in that jack-o'-lantern as well. And yeah, I like this purple. So I'm going to start layering up my photo. I only use 2 layers behind my photo. I use this black because my jack-o'-lantern is cut out of black, and the black will help my photo stand out. There we go. And then I'll go in with a bit of lime green cardstock. Just really pops against that purple. Really great for contrast, so I'm just going to use a layer of that, and that will be it for my photo mats. I'm just going to then go ahead and distress my edges with my scissors. So make sure you go check out the cut file shop. There are a heap of new cut files up in the shop this month. There was a big release for the start of October, and there's a bunch of Halloween cut files in there, as well as some non-Halloween ones. But I definitely recommend going to check it out. There are heaps of gorgeous cut files in the shop now. Okay, I was looking at this page and I was thinking it looked a bit boring. So I am just going to found this paper, and I think it might be part of the same collection because the colours match, but it's a kind of wallpapery, pinstripey paper, but it's got purple and orange and green in it, so it matches the colours really nicely. And yeah, I just wanted something to sort of ground my layout, so my pumpkin has something to sort of sit on, so it doesn't look like it's just floating. And then at the top here, I've just sort of torn my edge really roughly, and then I'm going to go in with my border punch, my notebook border punch here. And yeah, I really don't want this to look perfect. I want it to be kind of torn and then kind of notebook edgy. It kind of looks just really grungy and messy, and that's the look I was really going for. So I went back in and tore it a little bit more. It just was looking a bit too perfect for me. So there we go. Nice and yeah, kind of grungy looking. I like that for our Halloween layout. So I'm just going to cut these strips off this paper and layer it behind those torn off pieces. Yeah, and this paper and the background paper are both again from Kaisercraft. I just have a bunch of their papers in my stash, so I just pulled ones that I thought matched. They may be from the same collection, they may not. I'm really not sure. So I'm just using that green piece as a template because I tore the bottom off my 12x12, so I wanted to make sure I got it exactly at 12x12 size. And then at the top here, I'm just lining it up with the intact corner. Get that lined up just nicely, and yeah, I did shift it a bit too far to that side, so I'm just tearing that so you don't see any hanging out the edge. There we go. I'm going ahead and doing splatters now because I want to use black, and I really don't want any splatters on my jack-o'-lantern, or on my photo obviously, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the background. Sometimes I do them last. It just depends how I'm feeling, whether I feel like I want splatters on top of my embellishments or just in the background. But yeah, this time I just want it in the background. So I'm going to do quite messy splatters. This is just black acrylic paint watered down a bit, but yeah, you can see I'm doing some sort of flicking motion, so you get that sort of drippy, streaky effect as well, and some really quite large, messy, yeah, just really messy splatters. There's nothing delicate about these ones. So for a Halloween layout, I kind of want it to be that sort of messy, grungy effect. Okay, now I've done the black, I'm going in with my new Liquitex acrylic ink in copper. It's really cool. It's very metallic. It is on the orange side, so I thought it would be perfect for this layout. It's going to be kind of hard to see, but hopefully you can see it in the close-ups. Looks really cool in real life. Okay, this paper I have is actually a digital paper. It's from Bloomsicle. You can find them on Etsy. I purchased this digital paper set last Halloween to use in my planner, and I did. I used a lot of it in my planner, but I had some left over, and I thought I may as well use it because I paid to have it printed and everything. So yeah, I've just cut a bunch of these white pumpkins out of that background paper. So I just cut 3 out, and I'm going to scatter them around, and they end up being a really perfect embellishment. They kind of look a bit like onion or garlic cloves maybe, or garlic bulbs rather, but yeah, I'm happy with them. So I'm just popping this one up on a bit of foam because it's hanging off the cut file there, which is popped up on foam. Okay, so this sticker sheet is from a Doodlebug design. I think Pumpkin Party is a collection. So I have this sticker sheet. That's pretty much all the Halloween embellishments I have. I have some of the Doodle Pops and some of the enamel shapes as well, but I don't think I use them on this layout. So I just have a dish of baby powder rather up there so I can take the sticky off the back and use them as die cuts. And I've popped that cute little kid wearing his tiger costume. Yeah, tiger, that's the word I was looking for. I like the tree, so that's gone in. I put a couple of pumpkins around my pumpkin clusters there. I really struggled finding a spot for this little kitty, but I wanted to put him in. So I do find a spot for him in just a minute, you'll see. Then I have that October 31st sort of rosette as well. That will move, but I did want to use that. I really like it. I popped in a cupcake as well. It's Halloween, why not? So little kitties in there. And then another little child in his little froggy costume. Really cute. I thought these were pretty appropriate because my son's sitting there in his Halloween costume. So off camera, unfortunately, my camera died. So I added in some, you can see little candy corns and like a little bonbon sweet thing. I do move those. I do end up tucking them further into those embellishment clusters. I didn't like how far they were hanging out. So I added in a couple of labels at the top of my photo there and some tiny word stickers. Those are from Cocoa Vanilla from the most recent collection. They're just the ones I had to hand, so I put 3 of those in. And then I'm going to work on my titles. So I've got my dressmaker's ruler here and these black thickers. I'm not sure which collection they're from or what the name is, I'm sorry. But they're just black chipboard. And my title's going to be A Magical Moment. So I'm using these clear stickers. They're just from Kmart. I got them from Kmart. They're like $3. But they're black script and they're really, really good for titles. So that will make up that part of my title. And then I just pop in an A above that and there's my title. I did add some glue to those stickers, by the way, because they don't stick very well. And then some enamel dots. I'm using a couple of different sheets of these to get the right colours. I use an orange, a bright yellow to match the yellow I've used, and a lime green. And I'm going to scatter those in 3 groups of 3. I do move some of these as well. So the ones that I put around my title, you will see in the close-ups, I have moved them. I did that off camera on a whim, and I like how they are now better. But I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. I love Halloween. I love doing Halloween layouts. This was really, really fun. I love how it turned out. Otherwise, that is it. So here's the close-ups. You can see I've moved that group of 3 near my title and tucked all my little embellishments away. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Don't forget to check out the Confessions of a Paper Addict Cutfiles shop. The link is in the description box, and I'll see you next time. Bye!